Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. He's coming. He's coming. Double up.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
He's going to rifle one deep and got his man complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, 79 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well-organized, well-coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Move. We got 4.
1, Omaha.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. 4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On their own side of the field.
On side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Here's 2nd and 8. That'll be complete to Breida. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Bro,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Him.
Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. This is Breida. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Yeah, you know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. That's what I do. 54 is much.
Back to throw here. Going deep here for Parker. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mostert. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
11. Hey, Steve 6.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Garoppolo looks to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of the quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike, 55. Check.
Go.
Mike 55.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, Mike 52.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. That one a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
White. Hey, orbit.
On first down, Garoppolo.
Oh, come on, Byron.
And they'll
Interception.
work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Bro, why did y'all leave?
His receiver Pettis for a 49ers touchdown.
Oh, I set him up perfect.
Dante Pettis as time expires in the first half. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6 6-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 for the Niners there, and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mostert. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 38, Garoppolo. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Here we go.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
46-yard line.
One, Omaha.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Here we go, here we go.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Hey, alert! 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 Hey, Haywood!
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Silver.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamal Sheard, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run again with Breida. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
56, Mike 56, right there.
They're going to look to throw.
Bro, what the?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D4 in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's on field. It's on field. Set, cut, switch. Where'd he go? 66, put it, pass.
Listen.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's Mostert. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got... Hey, gun.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back now in Miami. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
13. 21.
Mike 55.
I got this.
3 bucks. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They run with Breida. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They go counter with Breida. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, gun.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
12.
at the 37.
On 2nd and inches, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Garoppolo now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Now Garoppolo. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now the ball comes loose, and this is going to be 49er football.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end?
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Nick Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. As they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Well, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eli Apple, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Dolphins, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credential. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game has veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow. But can you
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Oakland Raiders and our home team. Seems like we were just starting training camp.